Hey, good morning and go fish, everybody. Charlie Burrow here, and thank y'all tuning in to the YouTube channel I got here. Back over here in East Texas. I wish I could say I was at Lake of the Pines, but it's just too windy. Too much wind to be out on that lake today. I'm back over here at Lake No Cantel, and it's choppy out here, but I tell you what, as hot as it has been, I am willing to fight some waves to have a breeze to keep things halfway cool. The heat index yesterday at my house was, I think it got up to about 105, 107. So good old Louisiana, East Texas, miserable early summer muggy heat. But anyway, guys, I think today I'm going to try with this wind and everything. I think I'm going to start out chasing chickens for y'all. See if we can't wring a few necks this morning. And you know, I always like to start out with some story time and encouraging word, hopefully, for you guys. And to be honest, some days I don't have a clue what to say, and I even think about just not saying anything, just go fishing. Some of you might rather I do that, but I know a lot of you think otherwise. And you know, I was getting ready this morning, and I put my shirt on, and I looked in the mirror, and I looked at the scars on my shoulder from that shoulder surgery I had back in January, and I knew what I had to talk about. Talk about scars for just a minute. You know, a couple of types of scars. Scar that just about everybody has, and you know, we all, at some time in our life, you've got into a conversation with a person or people, and y'all have a scar swapping time where they talk about their scars and show them to you, and you show them your scar. But you know, a scar, you know, it doesn't hurt. I can rub on that shoulder, touch those scars, they don't hurt anymore. But it's a reminder, it sure is a reminder of the pain that I went through for about 2 or 3 months after that surgery. My oldest daughter has a scar. I might have to turn into these waves a little bit here. My oldest girl, when she was just a few months old, she got real sick, and there was a flu epidemic going on, and they put her in the hospital, and after about 3 days, I can tell you, and it's hard for me to talk about, but she got really bad. She was a sick little baby, and she was at the point, the doctor told us later, that she would not have lasted another day, maybe not even hours, but she had a blockage in her intestine, and we found there happened to be one of the best surgeons, a great physician, was in the hospital that day, and he rushed her to the operating room, and they made an incision all the way down her little belly, and took out a couple of 2 or 3 feet of her intestines that had blocked and ruptured. And ruptured intestine, you don't last long. But they saved her life. Doctors saved her life. And later in life, you know, we talked to her about would she like to have that scar, you know, removed. They can cosmetically do some things to make it, you know, almost invisible. And she said, no way. It's a reminder to me, she said, it's a reminder of, you know, of God saving me and having a plan for her life. And she's done, both my girls have done great in life, and I have no reason to think they won't do even greater. But you know what? The happy end. Jesus endured that cross. He had victory over death, hell, the grave, all of it. And there's a day coming man, these scars won't even be a memory. But I look forward to that day. I'm going to enjoy all the life I can this side of eternity. But I tell you what, the older I get, it's going to be nice to have some of these scars fall off of this other body. I'm telling you. Well, guys, man, I say it all the time. Don't put it off. Don't put off having that relationship with Christ. Don't put off that fishing trip, man. Get out there and enjoy what God's created. I'm certainly going to today, and you'll enjoy it even more when you can come out here and fellowship with the Lord while you're fishing. All right. Well, hey, I think I heard a couple of them laughing at me, so I'm fixing to go up here. I'm going to show you what I do to chase these chickens. I'm going to be out here in open water, no structure. I might see a lay down every now and then, but it's mostly going to be just open water, slick bottom. And these old fat crappie, man, they get out here and they just cruise around. And I can tell you that when you drop a jig in front of their face, 99.9% of the time, they suck it up. So let's go out here and go fish. All right, guys, I'm starting out with a little hand tie here, 1/8 ounce that a buddy of mine tied for me. It's just a brown head, got a little feather chartreuse tail, and kind of a gray, natural colored body on this thing. And again, for you guys that are new, I like to use these little fast snaps right here. Reason being, I'm fishing with 10-pound Invisibraid. This stuff is small. It's a line equivalency of about 2-pound mono. So what happens is, if there's the tiniest little opening in that eye on the jig, that line it'll get out, and it always comes out on the big fish. But that solves that problem. And then, like I said, I come up about 18 inches, 20 inches, put me a little clam shot on there, just something to help me keep visual on this jig as it drops. Let's go see what we can do. Oh, get over here, boy. Boy, he hit quick, didn't he? He's not a big one, but it's a start. He's a keeper. And he was a chicken. I think these fish are just out here just cruising around, and whatever gets in their way, they eat it. See if I can't get a jig in the way of this one. Not crappie right there. Oh, that one is down there, I do believe. Looks like a good one too. There he is. Come on up here. Yeah, he's good, decent fish. Decent fish. Still not what we're looking for, but we'll find them. guys, don't think you have to have a flooded timber or brush piles. They're certainly fun and good, and I will be fishing some timber today. Trust me. But fun chasing these chickens out here too, and they, as a rule, they hit a lot easier than those others. We just need to find some a little bit bigger ones out here. And this tells me you don't have to have live scope to catch them out on a body of water like this. Man, if you like the spider rig, I don't see why you couldn't rig you up 4 or 5 poles and have a field day. I recalibrated my screen while I was out here. I do that pretty much every trip. I just went into menu, sonar, setup, and today I took the TVG. You can see it is off. Now, if I put it on high, it takes out a lot of the clutter, but you also don't see the fish as well. So I'd rather have a little bit of sun rays coming down, and I put my noise reject. I've got it on medium. I can put it on high and take even more out. I don't mind seeing a little bit on it as well. And I put my gain. My gain is on 60. Pretty good screen going right now, so I'm happy with it. Let's put it forward range. Let's go find some fish. All right, I had to change locations. Different part of the lake. Still out in open water chasing chickens, but there was just mostly small ones. But moved to a different part of the lake, and the last 3 I caught were really good fish. So let's see if we can't find another one. Of course, you know they always do that when you got the camera off. There's a couple decent ones coming into view on the right there. Man, they are moving though. I don't think I can get ready in time. No, can't get ready on those. They were moving too fast. Sometimes you got them sitting hens, man. They just out there, them sitting chickens. They out there like they're laying on eggs. And then others, man, they're running around all crazy. This fish here, we can catch him. We can catch him. 2 of them, 10 feet out. Let's get the drop on them, see what happens. You watch how these fish, boy, they just go crazy over this bait. Let me get the camera lined up for y'all. Watch this. He's gonna see it. Look at him. Boom! Just like that. Come on up. Oh, that's a little one though. But you see what I'm talking about. This is my last attempt for a chicken for a while today. I'm ready to go catch some timber fish. You see that big bright dot down there? Now if I can find my bait. Here we are. A little bit further out than I thought. That's a good drop right there. Let's see what this does. Coming down on him. Here he comes. There he is. Not a big fish. He just looked big on camera. What I caught him on, I took one of these little stump bugs, pinched the outside tails off, made it a little bit smaller bait, and that black crappie hit it. All right, it's peanut butter jelly time, and head to the stump field. I gave up on those chickens. Came and just looking around, and every now and then you just stumble up on something that looks really good. Look at that tree there. That thing is lit up. I can tell you that's a bunch of white crappie on there. They're big, bright returns, a little bit of space in between them, and they're kind of, they're not in a ball, they're kind of stacked on top of each other. I'm gonna start at the top. See if I can't get one or two before they, or two or three before they scatter on me. That's a gold mine right there. All right, let's fire a shot across the bow there and see what happens. Find my jig for y'all. We got one coming already. I wasn't ready. I was trying to find my jig. He came off the tree. Black crappie mixed in there too. That's what's been playing with me. Kid hit there and I just missed him. Sometimes they just act stupid. They'll hit, feel like a good thump, but they won't be on there. That one is. Look at him coming up there. Isn't that pretty? Big old white. Golly, get up here. Golly. It's a monster. Well, that's a pretty fish right there. Big old mouth on him. Guys, I have caught about, I bet I've caught 60 fish on this one jig. Not all today. I've caught about 10 on it today, and it's still going strong. These fish are still hanging there with me. Let's see how many we can catch before they start acting up. I don't want to go down deep in them. I don't want to pull up a fish all through them. Start at the top and work your way down. Playing hard to get. All right, I'm gonna show you what I do when they act like that. They've seen that bait 6 or 7 times now. I'm gonna throw this little stump bug in there with got the outside legs pinched off. Oh, missed it. Sure hit it. There is so many fish and so much brush tree in the way. I can't see my jig. There it is. I'm way off. There it is. Got him. He was little. He got off. Alright, well, there's a big one on the outside edge over there. See if I can get one of them. Oh, God. Whew. And he made me jump. Try that again. Oh, God, man, I had him for just a second. They did this the other day. Just knocked the fire out of it. It's like they're not really wanting to commit, but they don't want to let it get by either. Still a good fish in there too. Well, what are we gonna do? Drop another jig in there. All right. Got one of them old brush gliders on there. Got it rigged sideways. Looks like a shad. Hung up. No harm. old mess of fish, but boy, they're just not real hungry. Boy, that one came out after, didn't he? Nice black crappie. There we go. These are the black crappie here. I'm gonna drop on one of those real quick and then move on. Throw way out past the tree, pick up your jig, and then glide it into him just like that. And he just lets it ride right by just like that. He didn't want it, did he? Would have looked good on camera if he'd have bitten. Just wouldn't take the bait. I don't know if y'all saw that big one come out from behind the tree. I'm not sure what his body language is trying to tell me. Boy, I think he's trying to tell me to get on out of here. He popped it. How they can hit just the tail of that jig and not get a hook is a mystery to me. Oh, that's a big one came up and hit it. All right, let's see who's gonna bite first. Start at the top. Try not to spook them. May not have a choice. We'll drop and stop here. Oh, swing and a miss. Make sure you didn't mess my jig up. Yeah, he pulled it down. Always check your jig. Plastic, they'll pull that plastic down. I always check my hook after every fish too. Oh man, I was hoping that little one, not only did he get on there, but he hung me up. I cannot believe. You see him right up here at the top. And he is not a big fish. He is messed up the day right there. stayed on there. He's a little one. That is why I use braid though. If it'd been a big fish, he wouldn't have got away, would he? Oh, it's that time of day. I've seen it before. He just kind of shut down on you. Oh, get up here. Got him coming up. Good fish. Had to drop on those fish numerous times, get them to finally bite. They're just not really wanting to cooperate. Right there. Give him a little jig, maybe he sees it. I might be at his tail. See if I can get in front of him. Boat's done drifted out now. I think I'm hung on the tree. Yep. He does not see that jig. He'll see it now. Turned on it, but not too sure. Here he comes. There he is. Just had to play with him a little bit. Good fish. Oh yeah. Golly. Oh. Very good. Had to really play with that one. Guys, still catching them on a, that hand tie. ACC 12-foot mid-seat. Love it. I really like the super grips better than rear seat, but it just so happens it doesn't have the jig on there that's catching them right now, and I'm too lazy to hard-headed to swap them out. But you know what? I think I will, because I sure like using that super grip. I got these fast snaps on here, so shouldn't take but a second. Take that off. All right, I love this rod here, guys. It's the new crossover ACC rear seat. Look how it balances. Man, I tell you what, when you get a reel on the rear of that thing, it just makes it light as a feather. And this grip, it just, man, it's a super grip. Sticky, but it's not sticky. Ooh, I tell you what, I'm gonna break out that umbrella after a while. Maybe. Guys, it's starting to get hot, so bring you some Gatorade. Well, dang, I was in a rush this morning, and I could have swore I grabbed a root beer, but you know, when you get 67 years old and you reach in the fridge, and I grabbed a bottle of my son-in-law's Dale's seasoning that he used on the steaks last night. I don't know how good that would taste. I'm not that thirsty. I can't believe I did. I just knew that was a root beer. Gatorade. Dale's seasoning. I have done some stupid things in my life. And there's another one. Just tangled up in every bit of that stuff. Time to take a break. Here's one over here. If you'll stick around. Looks like I'm dropping a bomb right on him. Ooh, he should have sucked that up. What's his problem? Man. That was a perfect drop. Man, you can't make them. You can't make them. All you can do is change baits and hope he'll hit it. Buddy, I wouldn't do this for anybody else, but I'll do it for you, fish. There he went. He wanted that bonehead, didn't he? He's a good fish too. Get up here, bud. Oh. Man, he was a booger to catch. That's why I stayed with him. Good fish right there. Bonehead, confetti, brush glider. I rigged it flat that time. Belly up like a little dead shad. Just like that. Well, I'm just gonna throw out the middle of them. Way down on the bottom. And that is, yes, there. That's a special fish. Special fish right here. That one right there is going to cause me to say all good things must come to an end. Number 25. Oh man, it's been fun today. I mean, it's been all day looking for the good fish, but I didn't keep anything but good fish. See if I can't get a couple of them out there. Very much alive, still got some fight in them. All right. Another good day in East Texas.